Welcome to Fan Fiction Theatre.
Welcome everyone to Fan Fiction Theater.
I want to do it too.
No. Welcome to Fan Fiction Theater, the podcast where we read fan fiction to each other
and eat candy into the microphone.
And eat candy into the microphone to drive me crazy. My name is Zach.
I'm chewing.
Hi, chewing. I'm Zach. Oh!
I'm Candy, and you all can eat me. Sorry, is that too much?
No.
I want candy.
You're not allowed to sing that. She's allowed to sing that.
I want candy.
Much better. Also, I'm Demery.
My dentist said I shouldn't have candy.
Oh, and also she's Faina because she didn't say. She's just chewing.
All right, we're doing that again. I'm Zach.
I'm Faina.
I'm Candy, and you can eat me. Also, I'm Demery.
Hi, I'm Anthony.
Isn't he so cute?
No, I'm not. No.
We all realized that I refused to introduce myself properly.
Yeah.
We caught on.
Yeah, we've caught that.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it, that. So, rules of the podcast. We choose fan fictions that are older than 5 years old to make sure that we're not making fun of someone actively writing. We want to give the writers a chance to grow. Most of the time, we choose things that look like abandoned projects. We also skip over anything we think is too spicy. For us, we try to choose things that we think are at least more on the appropriate scale.
Sometimes we specifically look for stories where we can play with funny voices.
Yes. Usually it's a British one.
Yeah.
I was about to say, who's going to be British this episode? My money's on Faina, but I would be pleasantly surprised.
Actually?
The pressure's on, boys. British me, boys.
I can turn one of my characters British without any context. Sure, why not?
Well, actually.
A champion emerges.
I think it's me. That's gonna be awful though. I didn't go last time, so I'm gonna start, and I'm really excited for this because I read through it, and it's one of those fan fictions that makes you go ew, and at the same time giggle because it's obvious. So,
disclaimer: we do not own any of the characters or the context of any of these fan fictions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. So, I'm gonna get us started. It is a Chronicles of Narnia fan fiction called The Becoming of Age Ball. Becoming of Age was all put together. So, The Becoming of Age Ball.
Okay.
By Seizo's Little Lady. The description says, Lucy refuses to Peter that she will not dance with her suitors at the ball. She only loves one person, ...
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
That's fan fiction.
Yep. We finally made it.
I was trying to find a supernatural fan fiction. Do you know how hard it is to find a supernatural fan fiction where Sam and Dean are not making out?
It's so uncomfortable.
All right. The Becoming of Age Ball. A Tumnus and Lucy one-shot. If you need
it
help.
didn't go where we thought it was.
I didn't think, yeah.
Still would...
Tumnus.
In my opinion,
The satyr.
it's
Yeah.
less weird.
No, I can't even make the jokes because they don't know about our D&D.
I mean...
Honestly, like I thought it was Aslan because I thought it was some kind of weird religious
Oh no, he's in
getting
here.
to fuck your god kind of thing.
Oh no, I thought that it was Peter, and I was like, is he really bringing us an incest? That's why I was talking about the Wincest thing, which is what they call Wincest or incest.
No.
No, I was thinking of
No, Lucy only refuses to Peter that she will not dance with her suitors at the ball. That's what this
Maybe because that sentence didn't make sense is why I got confused.
No, that's
but
that's what it says. Lucy refuses to Peter that she will not dance with her suitors at the ball.
Did we say when this was written?
This was written, good point. This was written in 2010.
Okay, so this was after all 3 Disney movies?
I don't know.
I have no idea when Voyage of the Dawn Treader
At least the first one. So
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So just imagine Liam Neeson speaking to you when we get to Aslan.
I absolutely
Anthony?
100% will.
Can we give it to Anthony to do the Aslan voice? I love his Aslan voice.
What?
You got an Aslan voice.
I have
and
an
it's
Aslan?
great.
I did not know
I
I had
love
an
your
Aslan
Aslan
voice.
voice.
Listen, what happens in the bedroom stays between you.
Okay, no, this is why I'm just... only reason I
You
ask,
use your Digimon voice in the bedroom.
the only reason I ask about what year it came out is because I'm curious
Don't air
about
our
whether
dirty
they
laundry.
have James McAvoy's face as Mr.
Oh,
as
yeah,
Mr.
no.
Tumnus.
Oh, no, 100%. This
Yeah.
is a James McAvoy reason.
All right.
Okay.
He's handsome.
You're handsome.
Thanks, Dim.
You're welcome.
The Becoming of Age Ball, a Tumnus and Lucy one-shot. It was in the middle of summer that the High King Peter arranged a Becoming of Age Ball for his
High
young...
Peter.
Not even through the first sentence.
Peter's another word for wiener.
If he's the High Peter, is he just erect? Okay, Mario.
The High King Peter arranged a
How
Becoming...
high is he?
The highest.
We're never getting past this first sentence.
Arranged a Becoming of Age...
We broke Zach
already.
Oh, okay.
Record time.
I could do this.
I believe in you, buddy.
Hi, King Peter.
Hi, King Peter.
Hi ho. Hi ho.
It's King
Don't call
Peter.
him
we
that.
rep-
Not in Chronicles of Narnia. Arranged a Becoming
The
of Age...
Chronic of Narnia.
Let's get it all out now.
Okay.
Mm.
Arranged a Becoming of Age Ball for his younger 18-year-old sister, Queen Lucy. Lucy did not want this. In fact, she yelled at Peter that she would not dance with one prince. She would only sit on the bench and watch the musicians. The truth about the matter was she was in love with her longtime best friend, Tumnus the Fawn.
Who is significantly older than her.
Oh, we're about to
Yeah,
find
but
out.
now she's legal, though.
Though no one knew this, not even Tumnus himself.
What is the age of consent in Narnia?
18.
Is it?
Why?
According to this.
Okay, well that's good. Wait, is Susan in hell?
No, not yet.
Okay.
She's here.
Susan's not allowed into heaven.
Oh, this is before the first time they went back.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the right after all that jazz.
I was married to a beaver.
Lucy.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Though no one knew. Okay. The truth about the matter was she was in love with her longtime best friend, Tumnus the Fawn. Though no one knew this, not even Tumnus himself. Lucy did not want to be courted by snooty, stuck-up princes when the only one she would ever want was Tumnus. She was too afraid to tell Tumnus she had fallen for him. Lucy thought he would laugh at her, or worse, break their friendship she treasured.
Give me that goat dick.
Oh my god.
Little
Yeah, when you phrase it like that, it might not go well.
Little did Lucy know that. Little did Lucy know, though, because Tumnus was in the same predicament. Tumnus almost could not bear it because his best friend, whom he had fallen hard for, was soon to be married. He was long past
To
married.
who?
One of the princes. Maybe.
The snooty
She-
princes.
We don't like any of the snooty princes.
That doesn't mean High King Peter won't make her.
Well, maybe High King Peter should sober up before he thinks of things to marry her off to.
He was long past marrying age. He was around 225 years
You
old,
bitch.
Feels like it sometimes, don't it?
which made him in fawn.
That's how old I turn tomorrow, you guys.
Happy birthday!
Thanks.
Which made him in fawn years 25. Most fawns.
That's not how old I turn tomorrow, guys.
Most fawns were married at 18. He never had thought about marrying, even though there were a lot of dryads and nymphs that were interested in him.
Well, hold up. So if you are not married 7 years after you turn 18, then you're never going to get married?
Well,
That's how it worked in
Wait,
Old
18
England.
in fawn years or 18 in like his years?
most fawns were married at 18, so I'm guessing 18 in fawn years.
Okay, so he's 200 something now?
225.
Okay, no, I was just checking. So I got a minute before I'm doomed to never marry. Okay, you can keep going.
Yeah, you got about, in fawn years, about 200 years.
Great.
Yeah.
In human years, you'll be dead as shit.
Yep. Alone in my grave.
He always
You
shunned
can always bury someone in with you.
Fanga's gonna mix her ashes with you.
That's so romantic.
Anyway, a lot of dryads and nymphs, they wanted him. He always shunned them
They
away.
want his dick.
The truth be told,
goat dick.
he only and always would... oh my God. The truth be told, he only and always would only want to marry one person. Lucy Pence.
That's going to be my vows. I only and always only want to marry you.
Only.
Only.
Lucy
always.
Pevensive. Queen... Load. That's not even right. Lucy Pevensie. Queen Lucy the Valiant. Pimento.
Peppercorn.
I think that's how they pronounce it, at least in the Disney versions, is Pevensey.
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 Lucy Peppercorn, Queen Lucy the Valiant. He felt ashamed to tell her or even say that he was in love with her. For Aslan's sake, he was a fawn.
Yeah.
Tumnus was to play his flute with the musicians. Lucy had insisted, and he had never refused anything she asked. Maybe that was why Lucy just wanted to sit on a bench and watch the musicians, because the love of her life was there. Susan was making a fuss over Lucy as they prepared themselves for the ball.
I know what happens to Susan later, and I'm so, bummed out for her.
Oh, Lucy, you shall not wear that rag. Wear this. Susan threw a purple silk gown at Lucy. Lucy scowled. She wanted to wear her favorite red dress with gold trim. She loved the color red. She did not know why. Maybe because Tumnus...
Okay, Taylor, calm down.
Maybe because Tumnus's scarf was red and he liked red himself. That dress is too revealing. I hate it, Susan. Lucy pouted as Susan tried to persuade her. No, it isn't, Lucy. It shows your curves well. You need to make a good impression on the princes.
Lucy, if you want to get married, you gotta let the titty boob.
Oh, we're getting there. Susan...
No!
Susan went to the wardrobe and pulled out Lucy's most hated torture item. The corset.
Ugh.
It was
The
so...
titties are about to move now.
They're gonna boob so hard.
It was so tight and made her figure all the more curvy, which she did not want to show. She did not want the princess to be charmed tonight. She wanted them to hate her so she wouldn't have to marry one of them.
I must dress for the men.
Besides, the curvier it made her... Okay, that's also written
I'm
wrong.
picturing her with too many curves now. She's just wavy. She's just getting so curvy.
I gotta try this again. She wanted them to hate her so she wouldn't have to marry one of them. Besides the curvier it made her. It made it so hard... Okay. Marry one of them, period. Besides the curvier it made her, period. It made it so hard to breathe, and every time she wore it, she always fainted or almost did. But Lucy tried to protest, though it did no good. Her hair was piled up like a beehive, like the royals always wore their hair. She wore a lot of makeup, ear bobs, and a gaudy
Can you imagine
necklace.
the headaches that we would have? Just having all our hair piled up on top of our heads.
My hair is always on top of my head.
I love my husband.
All this,
Sometimes I wonder.
all this flash was not her at all. Lucy liked to be earthy and plain and feminine and all.
She's not like other princesses.
God.
Susan started to lace the awful corset, and Lucy let out an ear-piercing cry as it pinched her sides cruelly. Lucy, don't be a baby. It is really not all that you put it to be. Susan tisked her tongue. Is everything okay in there? A familiar male voice asked outside the door. It was Tumnus, who was to be her escort tonight.
Ooh.
With the sound of his voice, Lucy's stomach flipped. Yes, Master Tumnus, Lucy here is just...
How does it even have room to flip in that corset?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
She is a liar.
She is a lying liar.
Lucy
Who
here is
lies.
just being a little childish at the moment being.
Oh,
Susan
no, my
chided.
organs are being rearranged in
Lucy's-
this corset.
Okay.
All right.
Lucy scoffed at her older sister. That was the last thing she wanted Tumnus to think of. Lucy being childish. Outside the door, Tumnus inwardly smiled thoughtfully. His
I
queen...
love children, he thinks.
No.
Ew.
His queen may be 18, but she was still childish in good ways. He rather liked...
No.
He rather liked her that way.
I'm sure he does.
She was unlike Susan.
Groomer.
Unlike Susan, who hardly had a down-to-earth personality. Susan was too formal and unhumorous, and Lucy did not care what anyone thought of her.
Susan's a bitch.
An old bitch.
She liked to run around barefoot with her hair down. By the way, barefoot is spelled B-E-A-R, so she liked to run around
in her bare feet.
She murdered a bear.
Lucy tried not to let out
And she made shoes out of the
She
feet.
hollowed out the feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scooped out the bones and the muscles.
They
Love
smell horrible now. This is like 3 years ago.
Lucy tried not to let out a howl as Susan gave one last sharp tug on the corset strings.
I am such millennial trash that I was expecting she already had the dress on and was wearing the corset over top of it.
Susan looked too cheery. It made Lucy sick. Once the dress was on, Susan went to get the
Yeah, how dare my sister be happy?
Susan went to get the killer slippers with 3-inch heels.
The ones made of bare feet.
Lucy gulped. Oh, what a night this would be. She could see herself tripping 20 times tonight. All was then done, and they opened the door to Tumnus, looking spiffed up. Lucy could have sworn he...
What does that look like?
It's him
Is
in
it just
a
a
vest
bow
and-
on his
No, it's him in
tail?
a vest and jacket, but completely naked from the waist down.
He's Winnie the Poohing it.
Yeah. There's not pants that fit really well over goat legs.
What if there were and he switched it and he only wore the pants and a bow tie?
Nips way out.
You way out. Glittered nips.
Lucy could have sworn he blushed when he saw her, and that made her all the more nervous about this ball. If this was his reaction to her very womanly appearance, then what would all the princes think of her? Oh, how she wanted to only dance Tumnus and so much more. She despised...
Okay.
She despised...
How much more, Lucy?
She
Pevensey?
despised... she despised the thought of getting courted by anyone than him. And though she knew he never would be courting her, she would hope, couldn't she?
Y'all, she's simping hard.
Sure. Yes, that sentence works.
She could hope, couldn't she?
Yeah, okay.
She could.
I wouldn't.
Listen, she's 18, stuck in Narnia. You know,
That's true.
when
There
in
are-
Rome.
I'm so
When
sorry.
in Rome,
You
get some
say-
goat dick.
You say stuck in Narnia, like the freedom is going to be outside of the wardrobe in England
Yeah.
in World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's freedom for a young woman.
Don't worry, she dies in a train wreck before she gets to experience any true happiness. That's why she gets to go to heaven.
I do.
Anyway.
That is so true because there are only other the only other humans that she's met are her siblings in Narnia.
Wait, so do all of them die? I've only seen the first one.
Oh, we'll go through all of this later. It's a whole thing. Yeah. I have. I'll go through it with you later.
They're fucking
It's-
nerds.
Fucking nerds.
Fina and Zach are fucking nerds.
But there are some humans princes. It's just yeah. Susan dismissed herself.
Caspian's a human, isn't he?
Yeah, but that hasn't happened, and this is only during.
Yeah, but
Yes, but you can't have
But there
a
are some
human
humans
Caspian.
still there that do come across.
within their time
Yeah.
in Narnia.
Yeah.
During Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah. After during that time before they go back the first time, they do have some interaction with humans.
Oh, okay.
Susan dismissed herself to go.
Tumnus?
Yes, Susan dismissed herself to go find her husband, Yorshab. You look very. Tumnus halted his words, blushing bright red. Oh, how Lucy wanted to run away. You look very nice. Tumnus finished, offering Lucy his arm,
Smooth.
which he took. So do you, dear Tumnus. She smiled at him in spite of her discomfort. She wished to tell him her feelings before it was too late, and she was forced to marry a prince. They were entering the ballroom, and everyone looked up at her and Tumnus. She heard murmuring and whistles. Her stomach churned and her hands shook.
How
Oh
snooty
yeah.
and sophisticated
Okay.
of them.
Yes, exactly. All of anybody who whistled should immediately be kicked out.
Princess Lucy! Her stomach churned and her hands shook. Tumnus must have noticed because he looked at her and raised a questioning eyebrow.
Wait,
Sorry.
one more sound.
Sorry, sometimes my brain just goes off and I laugh aloud about it, but it's just like she walks by and just like, hey, yo, Lucy, what that corset do?
Tumnus must have noticed because he looked at her and raised a questioning eyebrow. His eyes were so hypnotizing. I'm scared. I don't want this, Tumnus.
That's called grooming, my love.
I don't want this, Tumnus, Lucy almost cried. It's okay, love, he said gently, taking her by so much surprise by calling her love, she tripped on the red carpet rug. Tumnus's arm came out quickly and grabbed onto her before she fell. Her lifesaver!
Yes, because goats are so graceful.
She would have died with those extra 3-inch heels on.
Mm-hmm. He had called her love? He had never called her that. Love is what you call your sweetheart or wife. Her stomach churned and she almost couldn't breathe, which had nothing to do with the corset at that moment. Was he in love with her too? They held
I call so many people in life love, and now I'm scared that the world thinks I'm a hussy.
They held each other's eyes. They held each other's eyes for a few seconds. In a split second, it was like he totally read her mind like a book because his eyes narrowed in thought, then widened in almost shock. Do you want me to go through that again?
No.
Okay. Oh, Aslan, what have I done? She thought furiously at herself. The whistles only got that much louder. People were probably thinking the fawn and girl were being suspicious the way Tumnus still had her in his arms. He must have noticed people staring because he cleared his throat and let her go, only taking her
Whistling the
arm.
whole time. What does whistles sound like?
They're doing the Andy Griffith theme song. Do 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 do.
They walked into the middle of the room. Tumnus then parted from her to go where the musicians were, much to Lucy's dismay. It was not long a very handsome prince of Calormen came up to Lucy, bowing, asking if he may dance with her. Lucy clenched her teeth. You may, she said.
You
Fuck.
I'm sorry. You may, she said, her voice as smooth as honey. She and the prince danced for a while, even though her teeth were clenched. Danced for a while. And though he talked and talked.
Well, that would be me, but that's just because I have so much anxiety about dancing. So my jaw would be just stuck in one place while I'm trying to figure out where my feet go.
Same. She did not pay any attention to him. Her attention was on Tumnus playing the flute across the room. He had not taken his eyes off her the whole time she was with the prince. Tumnus's expression was very glum. He looked absolutely miserable with himself. Lucy,
Glad he's being subtle about it.
Lucy excused herself and went to the bench to sit. She did not feel like dancing unless it was with Tumnus. She sat down across from the musicians, so hoping no more suitors were to come upon her. Tumnus just stared at her as if to ask, "What are you doing?"
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm trying not to get married.
Well, they often conversed in body language or by facial expressions. She shrugged, staring back into his blue eyes. Lucy stayed there.
Gee, I wonder if his eyes are blue.
I don't know.
I feel like they haven't mentioned it enough times for me to really process
definitely not.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be easy for Lucy to tell what color they are,
Yeah.
considering that he hasn't stopped staring at her this entire time.
Lucy stayed there for a long time, and it was not until Tumnus hit the wrong note that he put his flute down and walked away to their special balcony. It was just too much. Why did she stare at him so? She had no idea what she did to him. Why did she just sit and watch the musicians instead of dancing with suitors? Oh, why? Wow. He just could not take this pressure of being in love with her and not being able to show it. He had
Is he gonna jump off the balcony? That's my favorite part.
He had more than once caught himself.
Wait, he's got goat legs. How will that look?
Sorry, no, guys. Suicide isn't funny. If you are a goat, is considered.
He had more than once caught himself from kissing her or just wanting to touch her arm for no apparent reason. He just wanted to be close to her. He felt as if he were dying when he was not with her. But he did not know Lucy was the same way. Lucy was surprised seeing her friend run out of the room like that as if his tail were on fire. She got up and ran after him, not
I
giving
wonder
up.
what she wants to do with that tail.
She got up and ran after him, not
I
giving.
imagine he ran out just screaming.
She got up and ran after him, not giving a flip what everyone thought of her.
Oh my God.
This is Christian content.
Jesus Lion is not going to like that.
No, he's not.
Oh no. Tumnus grabbed onto his horns, wanting to scream. Instead, though, he was the one acting childish. He started to cry his eyes out. Lucy stopped.
Yes, because expressing your emotions is childish. How dare you do such a thing?
I'm a man. I haven't had an emotion since I was 5 years
It's
old.
1923.
You good, hun?
Yeah,
Lucy,
no emotions.
Lucy stopped in mid-step, hearing her fawn
She's
friend
a
cry.
doctor. That's impressive.
Yes, her fawn friend cry. What on earth could be crying about? She was befuddled. Tumnus?
She's an idiot.
Yes, gently. Tumnus swung around and
Excuse me, he's crying because his tail is on fire.
Tumnus swung around in alarm. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. He wiped his eyes hastily. Why had he addressed her in that way? Tumnus, what's going on? Why were you crying? She put her hand on his bare shoulder. B-E-A-R.
Oh, so she used the whole bear. That was very
She's
good
all
of
of
her.
the bear, yeah.
Oh, she made him a coat? That's so sweet.
He flinched slightly at her touch. I cannot tell you right now, Lucy. He got up and fled back to the ballroom. Lucy gaped at him in shock. What in this world?
Wait, what?
What in this world?
Gapped. G-A-P-P-E-D.
Oh my God.
Lucy gapped at him in shock. What in this world? With 3 question marks. He avoided looking her in the...
Oh, I get it, because it's this world as opposed to the world where they came from.
He avoided looking her in the eyes as he played his flute. Lucy... He went back to the band. Lucy decided to just dance with her
At
suitors.
least he finally stopped staring at her. Jesus.
It was then Peter announced she was to say her choice of the one she wanted to marry.
Excuse me?
Yep. All the males
Where
eligible...
the fuck do you get off?
He's the High King, Peter.
Yes!
Hi,
Sober
King
up.
Peter.
It was then Peter announced she was to say her choice of the one she wanted to marry. All the males eligible she could pick. That's what it says. All wanted to marry, period. All the males eligible she could pick, period. Lucy's heart leapt to her throat. Oh, Aslan, I can't marry...
And then she choked to death and died. Surprisingly, it wasn't because of the corset.
Oh, Aslan, I can't marry any of these princes. What am I to do? She could barely stand herself to think of marrying one.
I can also barely stand her.
She then knew what she had to do. They spelled barely right on that one.
Oh, good.
She then knew what she had to do. She glanced at Tumnus across the room.
He had to stop the other ghosts that were coming through.
He was not too far away because she saw a tear glint in his eyes, and it dawned on her. He did love her.
Wow.
She walked up to the middle of the room, in the center of the crowd. I pick. Her voice trailed off as she glanced at Tumnus, whom now stared at her, interested in her choice of husband. I choose the only person I've ever loved and only will love, the one who means the world to me. He doesn't even know what I am, in fact, madly in love with him.
I'm your big brother. That's not cool.
So for I pick Tumnus the fawn.
Trying to be real fancy, ain't you?
Lucy said without faltering. She was not afraid of what people would think of her love for a simple commoner, a fawn at that. She did not care anymore. She needed him for all she was. She looked across the room. Tumnus had tears streaming down his face, looking so touched and relieved. Suddenly, she ripped the hairpins from her hair and threw the horrible slippers off and ran to him.
Oh, her poor bear slippers.
She's gonna faint immediately. She's still got the corset on.
Everyone gasped. Even her siblings were shocked.
She took off her shoes.
Tumnus stepped forward and Lucy threw her arms around his neck. I love you, Tumnus. I think I always have. Tumnus smiled at the queen. I love you too, Lucy. I've always loved you, even if it was not this kind of love at first. He then dared to...
Glad we distinguished that.
Yes.
I saw you as a child once, and now that you're a fully grown woman with boobs that are titting.
Oh my.
It was crazy. As soon as midnight struck on your 18th birthday, that love
Oh my
suddenly
God!
shifted.
Is this just Narnia's version of Gigi?
Yeah.
Oh.
He then dared to do what he had wanted to do for so long. He kissed her with all he had. She returned it. People were gasping, though some
Here
booed.
comes the tongue.
Here it comes, here it comes.
We got
That's hard
but
because
falling tongue sounds more like
I keep hitting my teeth with my tongue
Something
ring.
bad's happening in Narnia.
People were gasping, though some booed. They did not.
Boo.
They did not care that.
Boo, this fucking sucks. I wanted to bone her. Come on.
You can tell that one was a white man.
They did
Whoa,
not-
whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, Lucy, where my hug at?
They did not care that people did not like the pairing. The first prince she danced with yelled, "She can't marry a commoner, none less a fawn." There is no law that says she cannot, and it is forbidden. It is perfectly lawful, Edmund shouted in defense of his
There's
sister.
no law saying a dog can't play basketball either.
Also, I love how this fucking douchebag was like, he's a commoner. Also, he's partially an animal.
At least he had his priorities. I
How
guess.
does
They'll figure it out. The prince scoffed and left. Then everyone cheered at the new couple. Tumnus kissed Lucy again. Unprepared, it took her breath away and she swooned for a second. Thanks to that corset.
Yes. Take it off.
Literally, that's what it says. Thanks to that corset.
I thought that was you
Take
making
it
a
off.
dumb
Take
joke.
it off.
And now I can tell you it was dumb.
Yes, it says, as she swooned for a second, thanks to that corset.
Yes.
Yes. Lucy. Tumnus caught her up in his arms, holding her bridal style. Lucy blushed scarlet red. Sorry, you took me by surprise. She laughed, wanting to tug at the corset. Tumnus sighed in relief, setting the girl back upon her feet.
Wait. He's a goat. He should eat the corset off.
Hot.
Save that for the honeymoon.
Chews through each snot.
He then kissed her, wrapping his arms around her just in case she swooned again. Lucy kissed him back.
No. Don't put. That's where the pressure is. No, don't add pressure.
I love you so much, Tumnus said, voice full of emotion. I love you too, my dear Tumnus. Lucy hugged him, laying her head upon his chest, hearing his heartbeat. And that was how Queen Lucy the Valiant of Narnia married Tumnus the Fawn, a commoner but beloved best friend of the Queen. The end.
Boo!
That was the worst version of Cinderella I have ever.
So that
At least he very strongly established, hey, I was not in love with you when you were not legal for me to be in love with you.
Mhm.
But now that you're legal, I've developed feelings for you.
Yeah, so as before, quick little thing because I want Dimmery's reaction to this. They come back like 2 more times after they leave Narnia. Susan is told after the second time that she can't come back again because she's gotten too old. And then
That's not what they mean, though.
in the very last book, everyone comes back except for Susan. And it's revealed in the end that all of them died in a terrible train accident except for Susan. And all of them were going to go to heaven except for Susan because Susan liked lipstick and boys now.
So she's going to hell.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And she can never find her way to Aslan's land because she likes boys and lipstick.
Yeah, the only
I'll
reason.
bet the lipstick is like coral.
So that sounds like to me, the Chronicles of Narnia is promoting homosexuality. You cannot like boys. As a woman, you cannot like boys. Or
No,
will
you
go
can
to
like
hell.
fawns.
You can love fawns. You can fuck fawns.
Personally, I only wear lipstick and like boys so that I will go to hell.
But it
Yeah.
specifically states that she's not going to make it.
That's cool and normal and fine. And also, Jesus is a lion, so it's whatever.
C.S. Lewis, we love you. You're dead, so please don't come on the show. I'd freak me the fuck out.
No, that'd be so cool.
C.S. Lewis comes back from the dead just to be on this
Yeah.
podcast.
So what's that thing with Susan? Can you explain that to me? All right, Anthony, you going next?
Yeah, I'm going next.
What you got?
So, I decided. Yes, we're gonna go with a Digimon fanfic this time.
So this will be the bestiality episode.
So
got it.
We're all waiting.
Here's the thing. I actively
we got 4 episodes in. I'm proud of us.
I actively avoided bestiality, and my struggle.
I do that every day. You're not special.
My only concern when digging through Digimon fanfic, especially Digimon Adventure, is there is so much shipping. And that's all it seems that there is the romance stuff between the... I love you so much. There's only, like, shipping between, like, Joe and Mimi, or Izzy and Mimi. And that's a lot of it. Or it's Ty and Matt. But, like, there seems to be so much of the human shipping, which is fine, but it almost seems like they do just human stuff.
Human shipping, isn't that what Wayfair was doing?
It just feels like they almost never focus on the fact that they have Digimon in the fan fictions. It seems like it's only focusing on the humans, and that bores the shit out of me. Where's my Digimon? I want my little monsters. Mm-hmm. This is the second part of the name is the Mon. I want the Mon. Mon.
I'm Jamaican. You can have me.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Just kidding. Don't touch me. I'm married to your wife.
Oh, no.
Well, my question then is,
yeah,
and this is important, and I need the consensus of the room.
Okay.
When they go from the animal to, like, the human angel, is it still
With the boobs?
Yes.
Is it still bestiality?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Just because the
is it
boobs
just
are titting does not mean...
Well, but that would imply that, like, even after the beast turned back into a man, then technically, like, Belle was still committing bestiality.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
No, because that's the thing. That is specifically a magical curse that's changing a human into a beast. When it's Digimon, it's a cat that turns into an angel, but then turns back into a fucking cat.
I would argue that being a cat that turns into a big titty woman is also a curse.
Where does the bunny with the machine gun hands fall into this?
What?
Yeah, Gargamon.
He wears
I
pants.
love that he knows the name off the
So
top
you
of
know
his head.
Terriermon, the little rabbit with the long fucking ears?
Yes.
And the pants.
Digivolves into Gargamon, which is an even bigger bunny with long ears with machine guns for hands and jeans.
And he gets denim
yeah.
jeans, yes.
Pants.
Yeah. With cuffed jeans. Yeah. Rolls them up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't trip on them and get them dirty.
Yeah. So
Wait, sorry. So back to the original question: is it bestiality if it's the lady?
Apparently
Yes.
it is.
I say
Apparently
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like
Anthony's
this
the
could
Digimon
deserve
expert
further
here,
discussion at
so.
a later date.
I
but-
agree. I feel like there are a very strong fan base who is going to disagree with that.
And they are wrong.
This is the slippery the soap debate all over again.
All right, this fanfic is called "The Call of Empathy." It is by Becca Stareyes, and it was
Hello. Yeah, I feel that.
It was written back in 2010. The summary says Agumon speaks to Black War Greymon about empathy, purpose, and where baby Digimon come from.
Why you gotta be
What?
I was waiting.
We
for
made
you.
eye contact and knew.
So this takes place during Digimon Adventure 02, where Black War Greymon
Not
is...
Digimon Adventure 01. Sorry.
It happens in the far-off future of 2002.
Is this yours? Is that why there's no
this is not mine.
bestiality?
Mine, I don't know if it's plausible to actually read for this podcast because it's written in more of a screenplay style. So it would be much harder to read. Like
I don't know. I think we can pull it
Narrative-wise.
off.
maybe, but
We'll see.
We'll cast everyone.
yeah. So this takes place. It's in the notes. It says it's set sometime between episodes 32 and 34, which sounds to me like it's
That would
written
be
during
episode 33.
33, yeah. And so, yeah. Context for I guess Demery.
Do not tell me you know exactly what the plot is for all of those episodes.
Off the top of my head, I couldn't explain the entire Black War Greymon like mini arc, but there is basically like a big like come to Jesus moment between Black War Greymon and Agumon.
It is
Whoa. Aslan does not want you to do that. You're going to hell. Might as well start wearing lipstick. Also, Faina, how does it feel to have married a fucking nerd?
Y'all can't see me right now, but I am wearing my Digimon tank top.
Oh, I need a clear shot of that.
We'll get
later.
one.
See, the thing is, it's the hypocrisy that gets me. Because he just accused us of being
Y'all
fucking
are
nerds.
fucking nerds.
Look at you, the fucking
I am
nerd.
a fucking
you
nerd.
You know the exact plots of episodes.
I mean, some of them. We're ignoring the fact that Demery is also a fucking nerd.
Tell me one thing I've known this entire podcast. There's nothing.
Batman.
That's like the exception that
Yeah,
proves
it,
the
it
rule.
doesn't even count because that's bonus content.
I do need Demery to... Yeah, because you did the Gotham one.
Oh
last
shit,
episode.
I did do. I blacked out.
I 100% need Demery to do a Spice World fanfic.
Yes. Yes.
POV character. So it doesn't express it at the beginning. POV
What?
character is
No,
Black
okay.
War Greymon.
Oh, okay. So this is from
The perspective of Black War Greymon, yes. The digital world is a large place. Though I could feel the holy stones pulling me onward toward my purpose, crossing the space in between the relics took time. Are y'all fucking good? I am reading
I
here.
missed something.
Just go, keep going. Holy Stones, relics, Black War Greymon. Sure.
I flew low to the ground, which required watching the land for unexpected hills and buildings, but the increased challenge served to keep my mind occupied. Though I had a purpose now, the questioning thoughts didn't still. Period. I found I disliked the new doubts about as much as I had disliked the uncertainty before.
Like, what if White War Greymon takes credit for everything I do?
Oh my god. So, here's my new concern about reading this. Do I do the Agumon voice?
No.
Yes.
Hey, down here! No,
You know what?
no,
No.
wait, know
No,
what?
that
know
doesn't
what? That
sound
was bad.
safe.
That was real
Zach,
bad.
you want to edit that?
Nope. Hey, down here.
Nope. See, that's not good either.
That sounds like my sleep paralysis demon.
Hey, down here.
No, see, it's not happening tonight.
That's okay.
That's what she said.
Hey,
Aw.
down here! I almost didn't hear the voice over the rush of wind, but I did
Well, the
slow.
vote is kind of for Kermit, actually. Now I'm sad there's no voice.
You want me to do the Kermit
I want
for
you to
Yes,
Agumon?
please.
Okay, I'll try and do the Kermit for it. Hey, down here! I almost didn't hear the voice over the rush of wind, but I did slow and double back to see who had called out. I had expected a challenger or another attempt by my so-called creator to talk me into
Aslan?
to talk me into giving up my separate existence to follow her and her lackey.
Aslan.
Holy crap, Aslan's a Digimon.
I wonder
Aslan
if he
is
also turns into a
Digimon.
Digital
Digital
monster.
Aslan.
Digital is the champion.
It's just Leomon.
Change into digital Jesus to save the digital.
Okay. Oh, that tickled Demery's funny bone. Instead, it was the Agumon who had spoken to me before, waving at me in an attempt to make himself look bigger than he was. I landed, softly as to not knock the small Digimon down. I wondered why I even cared and what happened to him, but it took little extra time to land slowly, so it didn't really matter why I did. Yes?
Okay, so flying, we just got a whole lesson. I wanted to land softly, but I don't know why I wanted to land softly. So landing softly is kind of hard, but not too hard because, I know what I'm doing. But it's kind of, you got to control yourself
He really
when
is.
you're wanting to land softly.
He is brand new to existence, so all of this concern is just brand new for him. All right.
Hi, how's it going? You took off in a bit of a rush, so I wanted to make sure everything was all right.
Of course, we had spoken right before I had felt that pain and had discovered the cause in the Holy Stone. I crouched down, bringing my head closer to him. I have found my purpose, I told him. I no longer need your help. Oh, he looked down.
Well, good. I'm glad for you.
He gave me a
How did you know
toothy
what
smile.
my last boyfriend said to me when we broke up?
I felt the pain from the Holy Stone.
Yeah. It's because I hit him in the head with a rock.
Oh, no! I turned to face him, looking down into his eyes. He seemed to be genuine rather than sarcastic. Why?
Well, that's what friends are for. When something good happens to a friend, it's like having something good happen to you, and you seemed upset earlier, but you're better now.
I thought about this. I was aware I had emotions, since I felt
Oh,
them.
wait, I got it. I've got a way to help me follow this. It's just the Mewtwo story. Okay, I
Right,
got it.
yes.
Yeah, well, the Mewtwo story is better, but
Dude, I love
I'm
Digimon,
not
don't get me wrong.
arguing.
Brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? I thought about this. I was aware I had emotions since I felt them, though other Darkspire Digimon did not.
I was aware I had emotions since I
He's
felt...
brand new to
Hey.
living.
Hey! I felt something.
I feel a thing.
I have it.
That sounds like an
Emotion.
Can't relate.
Demry has not had an emotion yet. She'll get there. We're learning her real good.
Learning me real good.
One day.
I had never encountered feeling emotion for another being. No, that wasn't true. I felt something complicated for the other Digimon Arachnamon had created, though I couldn't put a word to what. As for her, I felt something like contempt, that she thought so little of me to have brought me into this world solely on a whim.
That
or,
dick.
or as a soulless destructive force. But there was nothing joyous about any of that, not like Agumon was describing. I wonder if this was the true difference between other Digimon and myself.
Aw, see, you're upset again.
Agumon replied when I hadn't said anything for a minute.
I'm sorry.
I didn't ask why he was sorry. Perhaps another friendship thing. I have to go. I stood up.
Wait!
Agumon said. I crouched back down, giving him my attention again.
Can you fly a bit higher over this area? The village of beginnings is here, and Ilekmon might get angry at you.
Village of beginnings? Agumon nodded.
Remember when I said I came from a Digi-Egg? Most of them hatch here, and the babies are taken care of by Ilekmon until they evolve enough to take care of themselves.
Eggs.
Digi-Eggs.
What do you think it tastes like?
Dragon flu.
I can imagine probably like carbonation.
Well,
I was
it's
going to say,
digital,
have you
so
ever
it's
licked
like-
a battery?
No.
That's probably what it tastes like.
Do the digital eggs have,
Have
to be...
you ever licked a battery, Zach?
That's
Have
not
you
what
not
we're
licked a
asking
battery?
here.
Have you not licked a battery?
No.
Maybe
My Soviet
maybe-
parents told me not to.
I have metal in my tongue. I would probably die immediately.
Zach, maybe we're just dumb as shit.
Yeah. I'm getting that feeling.
I remembered. I, of course, had never been to such a place, nor had I given much thought about what it would be like to have been born small and weak, rather than I was now.
Because I'm big and strong. Me Blackwall Greymon. Me better than all you tiny little things. Me just feel emotion.
I didn't know the Cookie Monster was a Digimon.
Cookie. Cookie.
There's a lot of Muppets in this Digimon conversation tonight.
Cookie.
Who is Ilekmon?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you say Jesus in that voice?
Jesus.
Thanks.
Jesus want cookie?
Who is Ilekmon?
Well, when we have an election, it's who we choose to be the president.
It's the Mon that we elect.
We're only doing Jamaican presidents from here on out.
Ilekmon.
I nominate my dad.
He's the Digimon in charge of
haven't
taking...
chosen to Ilekmon a woman yet.
We're not ready.
Who is Ilekmon?
He's the Digimon in charge of taking care of baby Digimon.
Agumon answered, which told me exactly what he had said before, and no more. Why? I asked.
Why?
We're not learning new shit.
I don't know.
Agumon shrugged.
He likes baby Digimon, and someone has to guess that's his purpose.
So does Tumnus.
Oh, no.
That's gross.
He'd get mad if you scared the babies, and he might shock you. Is he a strong Digimon? I tried to picture a Digimon both gentle enough to care for a tiny baby Digimon or a fragile egg, yet strong enough to protect an entire village from the powerful Digimon I had defeated.
Cookie Monster.
Well, he's only a child Digimon like me.
I would be very afraid to get into a fight with Cookie Monster, especially with a cookie in between us.
Well, he's only a child Digimon like me, Agumon said, so maybe not so strong. So, don't challenge him to a fight or anything.
Because you would basically be kicking a kid.
I tilted my head to
that would suck.
I tilted my head to the side, but you said he might attack me if I scared his charges.
Wait,
that
aren't
doesn't
they
make
only
sense.
babies for like 10 minutes?
No, that was just in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't often digivolve fast like they did in the first short film.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. It takes them a while sometimes.
Same.
That's why Ty is the special one, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Having a Digidestined as your partner, or really having a human as a partner, does help a Digimon digivolve faster than they normally would.
Digimon.
I also digivolve faster when there's another human.
The Digi-evolution is up and coming. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know it was coming?
You can't rhyme coming with coming.
Anthony, I wrote you a poem. Anthony loves Digimon. His favorite thing is Digimon. His shirt has on it Digimon. His life is made of Digimon.
Rose is our Digimon. Violet's our Digimon.
Anthony is Digimon. And your mom.
Anthony, I digied your mom last night.
Oh my god.
No, sorry, you have a nice mom that we like. Faina, I
met my mom.
Sorry, I like your mom. I take that back. Faina, I digied your mom last night.
There we go.
Okay.
Digimon.
Digimon. Oh no. Okay. But you said he might attack me if I scared his charges. That doesn't make sense. Like I said, protecting this village is his purpose, Agumon told me. I'm sure he doesn't want to lose a fight to you, but if he has to protect the other Digimon, he will. I see, I said.
I can't win, but I can still make you bleed.
I see, I said, even though I didn't. I put it into the same spot of my mind as Agumon's words about feeling glad for me. Was that really the heart of the differences between me and these other Digimon who were hatched to a caretaker who would die to defend them? And was it something I could learn if I so chose? Or was it set by my nature? After I tracked down the holy stones and found out why they produce such a feeling in me, perhaps I would find out.
Yeah.
Get in your
My
rocks
holy
off.
stones definitely produce feelings.
I stood up and eyed the... I stood up and...
This Greymon just hit puberty.
Pretty much.
just came into existence.
Maybe Digimon hit puberty faster.
I stood up and eyed the land that
Is
had...
he of Digi-Age?
I don't...
Maybe we could get him Digi-betrothed.
I do not know the age of consent within the Digimon world,
Digi-consent.
nor do I know the...
Can he Digi-drink?
I was just thinking, what
he
is
Digi-drive?
what is the gestation time for Digimon? But
Can
there
Digi
is
do them
no...
at the same time.
Can he Digi-rent a car?
Can he Digi rob a bank and flee to Mexico?
If he was Digi-arrested, would he go to Digi...
Mexico.
Would he go to Digi-Juvie or Juvie Digi-adult?
If he Digi gets pulled over, do you think he'll get Digi police brutalized?
Is that because he's black or
Yeah.
Greymon?
Now this is branding. Oh God.
Digi lives matter.
No.
Digimon.
Oh god.
Okay. I stood up and eyed the land that had been on my way towards my purpose. From the heights, I could see the trees thin out and a rolling hillside begin, patterned in green and yellow and spotted with brightly colored towers. So that was the Village of Beginnings. It was an odd place, unlike anything I had seen before, but it had sort of a comfort to it. Unexpected feelings rose up within me, and I turned away. "Wait," Agumon repeated. Seal.
Oh, we were doing Kermit the Frog voice. Sorry, I was like, whoa! When did Kermit get here? Okay.
"Wait," Agumon repeated. See you later, Black War Greymon?" "We'll see," I answered, "if our paths cross again while I'm searching for the Holy Stones." I took off. Steering away from the Village of Beginnings would take more time, but not terribly much if I gained altitude enough so that I could no longer see the cheerful place, except in my mind's eye. The end.
Wait, did he just change direction to go attack the Digi eggs?
No. He went up higher so that he wouldn't be anywhere near it, so he didn't have to think about it
So was the
anymore.
purpose of this was the purpose of this fan fiction just Agumon telling Black War Greymon flight instructions?
I mean, he's just checking in. That's what friendship
Hey,
is.
dude, how's you doing? Change your altitude.
You know what? That's what I appreciate about this fanfic. It's not really about a whole lot, but it is about friendship, and friendship being sometimes, just checking in with your bro. That was the Digimon fanfic that I read.
A lot less bestiality than I was expecting.
Yeah.
A lot less bestiality.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, like,
Black War Greymon did talk about his holy stones a
He
lot.
did talk about his holy stones.
Like I said, I tried to avoid bestiality at all costs with Digimon.
So are the holy stones like a thing in the show?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember jack shit about 02 except for Ken kicking a puppy.
I was gonna
Oh.
Anyway, I was
Okay,
gonna say,
sweetie.
if they are like just like actual stones, I dare any true Digimon fan with balls to tattoo the holy stones on your balls. I will give you
Send
A
Demery
whole
pictures.
thumbs
Send Demery a lot of pictures.
Demery-
honestly, like if you did it because I told you to, yeah, I will consensually take pictures to see what's going on here and then ask you what is so wrong that you would do
She's
that.
giving
Here's
her,
the problem.
She's giving her digi consent.
Here's the problem. Very wrinkly. So you're gonna need a friend to take the picture. You can stretch things out. You can show the picture.
Your girl's
Oh
gonna have
my
to bring a
God.
friend to get it done to
Yeah.
just kind of hold it taut.
Just get a clamp.
You need to have.
Just bring a hair tie.
You need really good friends for this tattoo.
I have to Botox my balls before I get them tattooed.
Digiballs.
Digiballs.
All right, Faina. It's y-
Digiballs.
It's your turn, Faina. What do you got for us?
What do we
Okay.
got?
I've got a little something called Dead Men Tell No Tales. It's pretty short. It's only like 805 words.
Is this a pirates who don't do anything?
No, actually. It's written by I Would Write 1000 Fics.
I would write 1,000 fics.
I love how we all had to
Yeah.
pause together as we ran through the discography in our brains to place it.
Okay. The summary. Down in Davy Jones' locker, two captains have a conversation.
Oh wait, what is
So,
the
There's
fandom?
Pirates
the
of the Caribbean?
fandom is Pirates of the Caribbean
And-
and Muppet Treasure Island.
Hell yeah!
And did we say the date?
Oh. Yes.
Zach is so fucking pumped for this.
Yes, I am.
Holy shit! I did not realize how much Muppets we would have tonight.
Actually, I don't think there's any Muppets. So
What the?
No!
It just says down in Davy
What?
Jones' locker, two captains have a conversation. Neither of those people are Muppets. I'm sorry.
Yes, Kermit the Frog is a captain.
We know he's not talking about Kermit the Frog.
Why the frick would you have a Muppets Treasure Island crossover with the Muppets?
I'm sorry, all the other Muppets ones were weird.
What? I am shocked and surprised by this.
The date is 2016.
Okay, that's
Are you
good.
okay, Zach? Do you
He's
need me to
very-
find a different one?
No, I'm just Getting over heartbreak. I didn't know how much I needed this crossover.
Okay.
I just want Jack Sparrow trying to get clear instructions from Mr. Bimbo, the man who lives in my finger. Okay. Sorry, I will not quote the movie this entire time, even though
No, I dare you to make as many quotes of the movie as you possibly
You
can.
went through as much of the Friends theme song as you could for the last
I
episode.
quote this
would need you-
movie, and you can ask my wife. I quote this movie at minimum 3 times a week.
This is a short fanfic. There should be.
Let's go.
All right.
We
All
have
right.
we have time for comment.
Everyone listening, I need you to answer. We're gonna put a poll in the comments. Has Demery seen this movie?
Oh, yeah. All right, everyone, place your bets. And if you said yes, you lose.
That is correct.
You haven't seen any of the Pirates movies?
I think I saw the first one, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, that counts.
Yeah. Okay. Dead men tell no tales. Captain Jack Sparrow, a pirate legend, was dead, taken body
To
and
begin
soul.
with.
That's Christmas Carol, but it still counts.
Thank you.
Hula waka, something not right. Many icky things gonna happen tonight.
Zach's getting canceled after this episode.
When there's money in the ground, there's murder in the air.
Murder in the air.
One more time now.
Continue.
Wow, I'm gonna enjoy this story so much.
I'll have fun for both of us.
Captain Jack Sparrow, a pirate legend, was dead, taken body and soul to the crushing black depths of the sea inside the Kraken.
Been there.
Honey, that's called depression.
He had to admit, however, as he lay staring up at a cloudless blue sky, he didn't feel very dead.
Fever. Continue.
5 days since we had a breeze. He stood up and looked around at the barren landscape, sand as far as the eye could see, and not a drop of rum anywhere.
I don't like sand. It's hot. It's rough.
That's the
it's
wrong
coarse,
thing.
and it gets everywhere.
Don't
That
you?
one I get.
Thank you.
I like that one.
Thank you, Demery.
For all the talk, I was expecting more. Terribly sorry not to meet your expectations. Jack whirled around to come face to face with a man, obviously another pirate, judging by the long, unkempt hair and well-worn clothes.
Duh, it's a man.
That's how I react every time I see a man.
Ah, you'd be the welcoming committee. Oh, no, just a humble cook.
Ah, it's Tim Curry.
I'm just a humble cook.
Jack stepped back warily, looking the man up and down, noticing a long crutch and an ominous missing limb. And how does a humble cook, as you say, come about such a loss? The man laughed. A very observant man you are, and I might be persuaded to reveal that if you have a name to ensure your trust.
Oh, I have no leg. Good eyesight, you son of a bitch.
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Long John Silver at your service.
When you're a professional pirate.
Allow me to give you the grand tour of your new abode. Both men began walking aimlessly and continued to talk. So, what brings you to these haunted shores?
I'm dead.
Sword fight? A hurricane, perhaps? I got eaten by a giant squid. Oh, shame that.
Hate when that happens.
And I suppose you had a grander departure. I was beaten by a frog in a leaky lifeboat. Pity.
Continue.
Still, what an adventure it was. Had myself the best shipmate a man could ask for on that final voyage. Smart, honest.
Hello.
A child.
Long John. What, him too? Well, if you'd have married me.
Not bad in a fight. Had a lovely singing voice, too.
Love led us here. Right back to where we belong.
Eunuch?
Zach is now Miss Piggy.
Gotcha. Cool.
Had a lovely singing voice, too. Eunuch? Most likely.
Yeah.
Knew a man like that.
Doesn't
named-
have any holy stones.
Zach is quite befuddled.
Long John Digivolve too.
Eunuch.
Eunuch, come on.
Captain Hookmon is a real thing, so there you go.
Oh my god. Knew a man like that named William Turner. Excellent swordsman. Not bad on a ship, really. Might make a fine captain someday. Got himself a girl, too. A real feisty strumpet she was. She's the reason I'm here. Chained me to the mast so the others could escape.
She was also in Star Wars. It was Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
She was not in Muppets Treasure.
She was not
Well,
a Muppet
shit.
Show. True pirates, both of them.
I need Star Wars Muppets now. Well, we got Yoda. Yoda's a Muppet.
How is there
and-
not?
I know.
I can't go down this road. We have to finish the fanfiction. I will go on a Muppets rant later.
They walked in silence for a while, and Jack listened to the sound of the crutch dragging along the sand. I suppose now that we've got the idle chit-chat out of the way, you'd be wondering when the pain and torture would begin, wouldn't you? The torture has already begun, mate. I know because there's no rum here. I do have...
That's because Kermit ordered them to toss all the rum overboard, and there was a back and forth about it, but Kermit won, so there was no drinking in Muppets.
Yes, Anthony,
Treasure.
if you could do the line, please. There will be no partaking of...
There will be no partaking of rum on this voyage.
I do have some fine brandy. Jack stopped and stared at Silver, pulling out the long bottle from his pocket and offered it to him. It'll do. He grabbed it and tipped the bottle to his lips.
I can't imagine how uncomfortable just like a whole brandy bottle in your jacket has got to be.
I mean, if you have it attached like to a bandolier.
If you have like a good quality pirate coat,
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm clumsy. I'm bumping into shit all the time. If I was on a ship going back and forth and I just hit something wrong and glass shatters like in my
you're
pocket,
dead. You're right.
That fucking sucks.
But also, you have to remember, we've talked about this before. Anybody with that many pockets has main character status, so he obviously cannot get stabbed by his own bottle. Now, Mr. Silver, it occurs to me, you be talking about punishment and all that here you have your body in working condition, sort of. A
Punish
bottle
me,
of
pirate daddy.
a bottle of
Did you
decent
punish me, pirate daddy?
a bottle of
Digi daddy.
Oh.
Digi daddy.
No, just keep going, let it out.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Digi daddy.
Tumnus is my digi-daddy.
Mr. Tumnusmon.
Mr. Tumnusmon.
Ditch me down, Tumnus.
Digivolve me, daddy.
Oh my.
That's a whoa.
Okay. That here you have your body in working condition, sort of.
Me too.
And I know that. A bottle of decent spirits.
My mom has not listened to this yet.
A bottle of decent spirits and the intellectually refined company of myself. To my eyes, that doesn't seem like much of a punishment. Oh, you'd be dead wrong there, matey. Look around you. Do you see any water? Ships? Crew? We are pirates, Jack, gentlemen of fortune.
Professional pirates.
We seek adventure, 'tis in our blood, and here we are stuck in a place that has none of that.
Taking for adventure on the big blue wet thing.
But there is no big blue wet thing, so what would be more apt?
That's
We're-
me when I hold my breath.
From Gallivant, we're the lords of the sea, except for the part with the sea.
Please continue.
Are you sure? Okay.
Do it.
'Tis in our blood, and here we are stuck in a place that has none of that, and we have no way to even begin to seek it out again. Jack's eyes widened at the realization, and he took another long swing of liquor. Starting to understand now, aren't you? We're stuck on this godforsaken piece of land for all eternity. Long John picked up a rock and threw it hard. It sailed over a sand dune and clattered against something on the other side. The sound, though, was an object hitting not sand or more rocks, but wood. Both men looked at each other before quickly scrambling up the dune. On the other side, they came to
One
find...
of them faster than the other because of, the whole missing a
La-
leg
yeah.
thing.
On the other side, they came to find a ship beached on the sand, a ship with black sails. Jack grinned like a lunatic.
Why they gotta be black?
Well, you might be stuck here, but it appears I am a man of better fortune than you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see to my ship. He shoved the now empty bottle back into Long John's hands and took off to his precious pearl. Long John watched him go with knowing eyes. Good luck, Jack. For all we have to face our punishments here, and your ship can't help you this time. He turned away and looked back the way they had come, towards the horizon, a horizon where the sun would never set and give way to a blanket of stars, nor would the land give way to the sea that had been his home in his days among the living. Jack didn't know it yet, but Long John did that they were forever damned to this desert, to dwell on their sins and dream of the freedom they had once known. The end.
Cabin fever.
Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You know, less Muppety than I would have chosen.
I will get more Muppets for you next time.
I'm just, regardless of the lack of Muppets in that story, I am still befuddled about how many Muppets we spoke about tonight.
You know, it is impressive. Yeah.
I need more Muppets in my life.
I got you covered. I honestly quote this movie so much, and I have determined that before I die, if I could just have a conversation with Miss Piggy, I genuinely believe I would start crying. Like, if I got to meet the Muppets, I honestly believe I would start crying because I did not know how in love with them I was until like a few years ago.
Aww.
And then the idea just honestly is one of the best things ever. So genuinely, I would, yeah.
I think I've only seen Treasure Island like once or twice. Like, growing up, we didn't have it on VHS tape. Like, I only had like the original Muppet movie and Great Muppet Caper. So I probably saw those the most, and we only watched Christmas Carol around Christmas time. So
Christmas Carol, it's a tradition. I have to watch it every Christmas.
yeah, of course. So probably the Muppet movies I've seen the most is probably Great Muppet Caper, which is fine. It's a good one.
Well, this has been Fanfiction Theater,
This is
despite the
Digi-Fanfiction Theater.
Digi-Muppet Aslan Fiction Theater.
Sans Muppets.
Sans Muppets. Thank you guys for taking a listen. You can find us on all the social media. Dimmery.
Yes, you can. You can find us by searching for Pensive Music Playing on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Digitalk.
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 If you have any fan fictions that you want to send to us, if you want to just send us a message and tell us how much you also love the Muppets, anything like that, you can do that by emailing us at pensivemp@gmail.com. That is PENSIVEM as in music, P as in playing @gmail.com.
Avoid the bestiality at all costs.
Yeah, send us things that aren't going to make us uncomfortable in a bad way.
Yes.
Send us stuff that's going to make us uncomfortable in the best way.
Exactly.
I think
What is that way?
That way
See,
is
none of them have an answer.
that way is us discussing the morality of washing your body with your dead soap friend.
or I think the closest to bestiality we could get is mine.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah.
So, on that cheerful note, Digi-bye!
Digi-bye!